Howdy folks, welcome back to Collector Creations. This is another This Weekend. And I do have a shelf that I will be showing off at the end of the video. But I guess for now, I'm going to show off the movies I got, because the shelf was really cheap. It does have a figurine on it too, so I'll try to remember to show that off at the end. It's pretty neat, so let's dive in. First off, of course, I bought the Twilight Zone, because I was watching Everybody Wants Some, and Wyatt Russell's character in it has all the episodes taped on video cassettes, and I'm like, hey, fuck, I wonder if they've actually released that on the Blu-rays, and they have. They've released the whole entire set. This is the British release. I believe the American release has like the same packaging. It wasn't released in Australia, to my knowledge, or at least if it was, I think only like a couple seasons were. I don't know, I decided to just get it this way anyway. Yeah, it's got nice enough artwork, you know, you get some windows and eyeballs and stuff. Yeah, none of that stuff's in the opening credits at the start of the show, because I've started watching the first season, because it is 156 episodes. If you want to take a look at all the special stuff that's there. There you go. So, yeah, these are all Region B. I don't know if they're locked, but still, you got... Approximate running time is 74 hours and 8 minutes. You've got 24 Blu-ray discs. Aspect ratios are 4:3. 1080p high definition, black and white picture, English language, uncompressed PCM audio, and English subtitles. Special features, it has the original pilot version with Rod Serling sponsored pitch. Audio commentaries by cast and crew, interviews with cast and crew, audio commentary by Twilight Zone companion author Mark Scott Zachary, isolated music scores, radio dramas, and more. Got a hell of a lot of stuff. There's not too much to tell about when it comes to artwork. Each season it has its own individual artwork. You know, got a red one, got a yellow one. I think that's a little wormhole thingy. Got a purple one, which is a clock, and the final season's kind of a orangey yellow. Yeah. Anyway, it does detail on the back what all the special features are and all that, and obviously there's a lot of them. This is like the 5th season. Yeah, it has a lot of audio commentaries and just a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff on these, which is good. You know, the more the merrier, as it is. I did start watching it, the first season, the other night. I went through the first 3 episodes of the show, mostly because, you know, why not? It does actually tell you what the episode titles are on the side, which is really cool, plus a brief description and their original release date. Get disc artwork on each disc, which is all the same artwork, just delineating between disc numbers, which is nice, and the same on the back cover is what disc 3, 4, and 5 will feature. So I watched Episode 1, which is Where Is Everybody? Episode 2, For the Angels, and Episode 3, Mr. Denton on Doomsday. I haven't watched the pitch version. It wasn't there when I played, like, Play All. It didn't play it, so it must be a special feature on the disc, which is fine. But yeah, the first 2 episodes were pretty good. The first one's the classic, everyone's just gone, what the hell's going on? Twist is an interesting one I didn't expect, which was nice. The second episode was really good. It's the best one I've seen so far of the first 3. The third one was like a classic western, but it's called Delineation of Fate. But they all look really nice. Like the remasters are really clean. I think the first episode had the weakest looking remaster. I think just because it was like I don't know. They still have dots and scratches every once in a while, but for the most part, they all look like they've got like at least a 2K scan, potentially a 4K scan. I mean, it's several discs, several episodes on each disc, so I don't really know how far they went into a restoration. But they do have 2 different audio options, but it's still basically the same mono. It's just one just is classed as remastered, and it just sounds a bit more, has more volume to it, which I kind of like. Not like as in the whole thing's louder. I mean, it is, but it just kind of has more spatial volume to it, which I liked. It doesn't delineate as to what it is, though. It's not like it says, oh, this one's 5.1 and this one's, you know, mono. It doesn't stipulate anything like that. It's just original audio and remastered audio. The first episode had some out-of-sync audio. It seemed almost, not purposeful, but just when people were talking in the latter half of the episode, it just seemed like the audio was out of sync, but then the second episode, the audio wasn't. So I don't know if that was a problem with the production. I don't know what the hell it was. This one came in yesterday. This one came in yesterday. The Wages of Fear. It's a new 4K restoration of the film by BFI. Notably, it is Region B. It doesn't stipulate if it's region locked. However, it does have a DVD as well. So, you know, interesting stuff overall. I was recommended this by a new friend, Phil. He suggested it as, I don't know, I don't even know what the hell we got into the topic of it, but he basically detailed the premise of the film, that in this case it says, based on a 1950 French novel and critically hailed upon its original release. I'm not going to read the French novel name, I'm not good with French. The Wages of Fear propelled its director, Henry George Clouzot, I guess, of Les Diaboliques, to international fame, and is rightly considered a classic of world cinema. In a squalid South American village, 4 desperate men are hired by a U.S. oil company to embark on a treacherous journey, transporting a volatile cargo of nitroglycerin to a massive oil well fire. Friendships and courage are pushed to the limit in this nail-biting thriller by a director who would go on to be dubbed as the French Hitchcock. So yeah, it comes with a good number of special features you get available for the first time in the UK, and this new 4K restoration of the original French theatrical release is presented in high definition and standard definition, so the DVD. You get an interview of the assistant director, which goes for about 23 minutes. It actually tells you how long they go for. I love that. Interview with a biographer of the director, which is about 10 minutes long. Interview with Professor Lucy Mazdon, which is 35 minutes long, and an in-depth interview about Henry Georges Clouzot and the Wages of Fear. That just is what it is. That's the 35-minute interview, which is pretty good. Audio commentary with film critic Adrian Martin. The Guardian lecture, Yves Montand in conversation with Don Allen, which is 99 minutes, audio only, recorded in 1989. The Star discusses his distinguished career. You get original theatrical trailer, illustrated booklet with a new essay by Andy Miller, original reviews, and an appreciation of the director, and full film credits. So, yeah, you get disc artwork, which is always nice. Disc artwork is different on both discs, which is cool, and it does come with a booklet as well. I haven't seen this one. Again, he only just recommended it to me, and so I bought it from the Amazonians. And came in real quick, which is always bloody nice. So yeah, it's quite a nice booklet. You know, get some images, get some text, all this kind of discussion and whatever. Talks about the restoration, the special features, and it actually talks about the special features in depth, or at least tells you about how long they go for and when they were made and everything, which is actually pretty cool. I like when they do that. Most companies don't do that, or at least most Blu-rays I have. Like, you know, there are some websites I've seen online where they actually go through and stipulate how long each individual special feature is, so that's usually quite nice, but this time it tells it for me. That's great. It's because when I watch Blu-rays, say, through the Panasonic player, I don't have a button that allows me to see how long the film's going to go for. It just tells me on the front, this is how long you've been watching the video for. Whereas my Sony player has a display button on the remote, and if you click that, it tells you like the specs and stuff, but it tells you how long the thing is and how far through the video that you're watching is. And that could just be the film as well, which is nice. I think that's a compensation for the fact that it doesn't have a outward display telling you what the runtime is. So, yeah. It's annoying that Panasonic doesn't have that. Anyway, I got 3 in today, including, these were all on sale from JB. God. I mentioned, I think, in a previous this weekend, how like the only things I plan to be buying would be during sales. Maybe, I don't think I even mentioned that. For the Twilight Zone, I had a discount coupon for eBay, so I bought it through that. It came with express free shipping, so it came like after a few days, which was nice. Wages of Fear I got for Amazon. I bought it, I think, with a 10% off thing for other orders. I don't remember. Either way, I think something else will be coming in the mail with that order. I think I got some Criterions. Yeah, I think so. So I think they were all a part of the deal. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't, and the other 2 were, and I wanted to get the other 2 anyway so I could get the express shipping, so, or at least free shipping. These 3 were from JB. They had a 20% off over the weekend, and I couldn't be bothered going to JB. And then the one thing I wanted to get, I'm like, I can wait for it to be, 6 months to a year later, and it'll be down $10 anyway. But then on the Sunday night, they were like, hey, here's an after-hour sale, so made everything 30% off. So I'm like, all right, fine, we'll see what we can get. I couldn't pick up the one thing I wanted, and so I was forced to get it shipped, and I'm like, that's if I really wanted to get it shipped. If I could find 2 other things to buy with it, and I did, which both happened to be 2 for $30 and 30% off. So I picked up Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, because I haven't seen it before. I like David Bowie. I've recently been going through a lot of his music, mostly in build-up to watching the Moon Age Daydream. This comes with alternate artwork as well, which is nice. It's just reversed artwork, just without the M-rated logo, which of course I have reversed it to. It also comes with a couple of special features, including a featurette, which is a making of, an interview of producer, an interview of actor-composer, and an excerpt from Scenes by the Sea, the life and cinema of Beat Takashi Kitano, and a theatrical trailer. So, not too much in it, but, you get 5.1 and 2.0 DTS master audio in English, Japanese, so that'll be interesting. English subtitles, Region B, 123-minute long film, and in widescreen, so that's very nice. I feel like that's mostly the contrast, like, hey, how about I get a film that most people say is really goddamn good, and contrast it with one that people don't say is very good, that I enjoyed watching it when I did I think I watched it on Stan with a few mates, and I kind of wanted to get the 4K, and I got it for $9 in the end because of the sale. So, I got King Arthur Legend of the Sword. They only had the 4K in-store outside of the DVD, and I'm not going to get a fucking DVD. But I looked into it to see what the 4K looked like, if it was better than the Blu-ray. There's a bit of a cross between. Some people say that the 4K is a bit better, even though it is an upscale. Some people say that the Blu-ray is better because it doesn't have the cartoony fire effects that the 4K has. But then this one guy was saying how the fire effects look a lot better than they did in like Mad Max Fury Road, where the fire effects looks too bright and cartoonish. I don't think it looks cartoonish, but that's just me. But yeah, so I got this. It comes with a buttload of special features. I enjoyed the film. I don't think it's the best thing in the world. The first, 20 minutes, really good. The rest of the film, fine, I guess. I mean, it's very stylized. It's Guy Ritchie. I enjoy most of a good handful of his films. I can't even say most of his films. I enjoy a good handful of his films. I haven't seen all of them. But, yeah, I don't know. I like this film, and I'm willing to rewatch it just for that opening 20 minutes, because it's a good opening section. The rest of it's still decent, and the last act is still pretty fun. But yeah, I don't know. Why not? And last but not least, for the Blu-rays, this is the one I wanted to get. It was $40. I wanted to wait for it to be $30, and then it became $27 through the sale. So I bought Halloween Ends. This is the collector's edition. I still hate that they call them that. But yeah, you get extended and deleted scenes and all that stuff. It comes with HDR10+, which kind of sucks. I think that's just a Universal thing. Universal Sony release. But yeah, you get a discard on the 4K, no discard on the Blu-ray, so yeah. I mean, I only spent $10 to see the movie in cinema, so I was happy enough with that. And I actually liked the movie. I feel like I should stipulate that because a lot of people didn't, and I don't really care. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I liked all the parts of Corey. I thought he was great. I thought that whole storyline was fantastic. And then, the final 20 minutes is laughably... It's entertaining. It's not the best. The whole factor of this is only one of them will survive. The most acclaimed and revered horror franchise in film history reaches its epic, terrifying conclusion as Laurie Strode faces off for the last time against the embodiment of evil, Michael Myers. Michael hasn't been seen for 4 years after the events of Halloween Kills. Laurie lives with her granddaughter Allison and has chosen to liberate herself from fear and rage and embrace life. When a young man is accused of killing a boy he was babysitting, a cascade of violence and terror is ignited with a fatal confrontation between Laurie and Michael, unlike any ever captured on screen. All the images are Michael, Laurie, Michael facing off of Laurie. Guess what? That's all the last 20 minutes of the movie. Really, it's fucking stupid. You get special features, you get deleted and extended scenes, Go behind the scenes of the original Final Girl, Jamie Lee Curtis, and filmmakers to celebrate the making of the greatest horror franchise ever made. You get a no place like Haddonfield, Final Girl, Ending Halloween, and more. What can I say about the back cover? Terrible. Absolutely terrible. The fact that every part of the promotion, including the 4K, is like, oh, we're not going to really mention the main character of the movie, who is not Laurie Strode. Laurie and Michael, the side characters, are not the main characters. It's not their story this time around. You know, Michael's fucked off to a sewer, Laurie's retired. You know, that's basically it. She has to deal with the fact that, oh, because she fucked with Michael Myers, a lot of people died or were brutally injured, and people hate her because of it. Her granddaughter is reeling from the loss of losing both of her parents and living with her grandmother, with, you know, people thinking that she's a freak now because she's an orphan. And then you got, you know, Corey, who, again, not even mentioned. He's only, when a young man, not Corey, when a young man, that's the opening of the film, and it's the last thing they mention, you know, the thing that kicks off the plot. It's the main character of the movie, arguably Allison, but I'd probably say it's actually, well, she's the protagonist, but Corey is like protagonist turned antagonist. Still, he's interesting. I really liked him. So, you know, it is what it is. It's adds to the collection. It finishes off my Halloween collection, which is nice. Well, until I get the Scream Factory trilogy for Curse of Michael Myers, H2O, and Resurrection, which I do plan to get because I actually like Resurrection. Maybe that's why I like Halloween Ends so much. I like the films that are different to the rest of them. I love Halloween 1, I love Halloween 3. I wouldn't say I love Resurrection, but I really enjoyed it, and I did really enjoy Halloween Ends. So, yeah. A lot of them in between are bad, and the fact that this DVD Blu-ray set is saying, oh my god, this is the greatest horror franchise of all time. No, it isn't. It's not even the greatest slasher franchise of all time. Like, it's probably, I'd argue it's maybe the most notorious, I guess. I don't know. A lot of people know about Friday the 13th. A lot of people know about Jason Voorhees, my favorite slasher. So, anyway, let's take a look over there at my new shelf that I got. So, yeah, I got a new shelf. It was at a discount store. It was only $5, which I basically got for free because I didn't actually buy it. But anyway, it was pretty dirty and whatever, but I was able to clean it up. It's half a CD rack, as you can see here. As you can also see, I don't have very many CDs. It's very traditional to just regular jewel cases, which is annoying because I have Interstellar and Suspiria. Interstellar is luckily thick enough that I won't fall through, but Suspiria, if I push it in a little, it will fall. But luckily it's got, you know, others to catch it. I've put these all as my Tarantino ones. So that's nice. It's nice to be able to put them. I did have them originally on the very top shelf over there, which is where the rest of my soundtracks now live, and a little lobster dude. Because my Halloween one couldn't fit because it's got a slipcover. What else do I have? I've got a bunch of horror soundtracks that can't fit in here because this is traditionally designed. But luckily it's next to the rest of the CDs, so if I buy more, I can just slot them in there. Obviously you got Twilight Zone. These are movable shelves, but they all seem to be a good enough height as it is, so, Twilight Zone, because I need new space for the box set. I wanted to display the Thing better, so I put it there. That's the German edition, which I do have a video of. 2001: A Space Odyssey, which I also just recently got, which I also have a video of. The War of the Worlds 4K Steelbook, because it's very nice. And my brother had gotten me a Friday the 13th cologne. So it's designed as a VHS tape, which is really cool, but I also don't use cologne, so it's just a display piece. I think it's kind of goofy. And of course, Scooby and Shaggy over here, and my second most recent collection, the Tar Man. He is from, I don't even know what brand he's from. I think it's like Sideshow, or I know Trick or Treaters doing their own version now of him. His arms do move up and down, his head does move around, and his mouth does open and close. But I'm pretty happy with his ears as he is. He does stick onto here because there are pegs that clip into his feet. The brain does come off. It's currently blue tacked on, but you can take it off, it kind of fits in a little hole there. As you can see, it's very nicely designed. It doesn't have a brain stem like the new Trick or Treat one that they've just released, but that's like $200, and this was a lot cheaper. And it does come with the barrel. For some reason stuck in the wall, but, you know, I mean, it is what it is. It's not actually accurate to the film because the barrel didn't come out of a wall, but that's cool. I like that they have it, though. Even though he's technically meant to be that guy, I'm pretty sure. So anyway, it's just a little fun piece to finish off my shelf. So yeah, he's pretty cool. I like him. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. You know, fuck it. I'm still expecting more stuff, obviously. I won't be doing this every week, basically. I know I got the Twilight Zone about a week and a half ago, and then I got the rest of these this week, which I knew were coming in, so I'm like, that's alright, I can make my video this week and have it come out. In this case, this will be coming out in 2 weeks' time for me, personally, just because this coming Monday I've got my Zoe Deutsch review. It's a very long video, so yeah, I'll probably be pinning those really long videos at the start of the week. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but yeah, I'm still playing the Monday, Thursday thing. That's just my current predicament that I'm in. But yeah, I don't want to be forcing myself to buy stuff just for this weekend. I don't want to be doing that anymore. I didn't really do it to begin with. It's just like, it just happened to be growing a lot more, and I was like, ah, shit, okay. I mean, the whole point of these videos was for me to explain why I was buying the stuff I was buying. I bought Twilight Zone because it's iconic, and I was inspired by a movie I watched. I got Halloween Ends because it was on sale, and I wanted to buy it on 4K to complete the collection. King Arthur because I kind of want to rewatch it. It's a pretty fun flick. It's not amazing, but it's fun, and it was on sale. Merry Christmas to Lawrence because I hadn't seen it before, and it was also on sale. Why not? The Wages of Fear because a friend suggested it, and I'm pretty keen to watch it. And Tarman and the Shelf. Well, the Shelf was just because it was at an op shop, and I'm like, hey, fuck yeah. I'd always love a new shelf. It's always good. And Tarman because he's cool. Someone was selling him on Facebook. I was pretty happy with that. So, yeah. I've put in an order of our video, which will be shipping hopefully soon. I've got some Criterions coming in soon. Some more stuff from Amazon, some other websites. So, yeah, I'll still have stuff coming in over the next couple of weeks. We'll see how it goes from there. So, yes, thanks for watching, and subscribe for more, I guess. I don't know. Subscribe for more. What the fuck? Who says that?